West Ham 0, Brighton 3. Well, nobody saw that coming, and the reason why no one saw that coming is because it should have happened. Absolutely embarrassing. We had our first team, our first 11 out on paper, but on the pitch we didn't have 11 players. No cunt turned up. For the first time ever, I left early tonight. I left 10 minutes before the final whistle. I was probably going to have to leave 5 minutes early anyway, go get my bus, get back up to Aberdeen to beat the queue. Turned out leaving 10 minutes early, I joined the queue as every other bugger left the ground early. But who can blame them? You know, you can't possibly blame anyone for leaving that ground early. There was just nothing. I mean, that team should be wiping the floor with anybody that's just been promoted from the team. There's a lot of talent out in that field, but the players were AWOL, the fucking tactics were AWOL again. From the word go, we were moving the ball about. I mean, well, let's go back to before the game. In the fucking queue, we get stopped by the steward. They search my bag as normal. I've got a thing of David Beckham body spray, so he's fucking umming and ahhing. Am I allowed it in? Am I not? Completely ignoring the fact that I've also got juice and water in my bag, but never mind. You might be thinking, what's the insignificance of this? Well, the guy behind me, witty bugger, says, what's he going to do? Spray someone? And it was funny at the time, but what I didn't realise was that was actually going to be the highlight of my evening. Now, carrying on the David Beckham theme, for some reason we've got no Andy Carroll, but we spent all evening crossing the ball. Everybody suddenly thought they were David fucking Beckham on the pitch. We're swinging the ball in, and there was only Hernandez in the box. Nobody else was even in the box. We weren't getting anywhere. It was just ridiculous. The setup was ridiculous. No bugger wanted to pass the ball, and Mark Noble gets so much criticism for going sideways and backwards. Well, everybody out there tonight was going sideways and backwards, but yet Mark Noble was on the bench. It's not a Mark Noble thing. It's a lack of fucking creativity thing. It's a lack of options thing. Every bastard standing still looking at the person with the ball thinking, well, what are you going to do with it? You know, we've got some good players. We've got fucking Messi in the team. Even fucking Messi would struggle with that fucking team sometimes. It's just ridiculous. You know, our wingers tonight, Michail Antonio, Marko Arnautovic, initials MA, well, give them the letter I so they can have the initials MI, because missing in action is exactly what they fucking were. Lazy bastards, a pair of them. Antonio looked like he was capable of making something happen. He looked like he was going to be the one to make something happen. But when we didn't have the ball in our possession, you could not be arsed anymore. The amount of times the ball was 2 yards away with a Brighton player and just fucking stood there. Arnautovic, we all thought he would turn up for 5 minutes now and again. And Payet did that. Payet turned up for 5 minutes now and again, but the difference is Payet would turn up and do something that would win the match. But Marko Arnautovic turns up for 5 minutes, he puts in a half decent cross. Again, cross, no bugger in the box. Brighton didn't even have to work hard tonight. They were excellent. They got their tactics spot on, they sat back, and then you pack the middle, sit on the edge of 18-yarder and let us play it wide, because they knew fine we wouldn't create nothing. Their keeper barely, Joe Hart, even when you take away that 3 goals, Joe Hart was still the Bears' year of the 2 keeper. He had more saves to make, he had difficult saves to make, he made some decent saves as well. And the fact that he's having to make all that saves and still concede 3, it's just fucking embarrassing. The bench, Slav, you're 2-0 down at half time against Brighton. You need a game changer, you need to go for it. The only attacking option we had was Andre Ayew. That was it. The rest on the bench were centre midfielders or defenders. You know, where's Martinez? I know it's hard sometimes to play youngsters, but at 2-0 down, it doesn't matter how old they are, you want a fucking striker on the pitch. But we don't have one. He's playing on Sunday for the under 23s in what is essentially a meaningless game in comparison to this. It's just embarrassing. I've heard tonight that David Sullivan was on Sky Sports before the game saying Bilic is here till the end of the season. Well, you've just gone and backed yourself into a corner, haven't you, you fucking idiot? Because now if you sack him, you look like an even bigger idiot, but if you back him, you're pissing the fans off. You know, what's this, 9 Premier League games in now? That's our 4th league game at home. It feels like the board have written this season off already. Fans spend a lot of money, a lot of time investing in this football club. All we want to see is some entertainment, some form of something to keep us happy. Nothing, nada. And we ain't going to get it for the rest of the season while we've got this uncertainty cloud hovering above us. But the defeat aside, the lack of heart from that player tonight was just awful. This reminded me of Newcastle. Funny enough, 2 promoted sides, both win 3-0 against us. Same kind of lacklustre performance. You know, there's maybe 2 players tonight might come out with some sort of okay performance. You know, I feel sorry for likes of Zabaleta and Hernandez. They're clearly a class above the rest of the players on the pitch. I mean, even Lanzini tonight, 5-yard passes. Lanzini, Obiang, 5-yard passes. We're not reaching their man. Everything went wrong out there tonight. Absolutely everything. But and to make it even fucking worse, I can't even find a fucking chip shop around here to go get food before my bus. I end up buying a fucking flake, which is the crumbliest thing apart from our fucking defence. A first goal, free header, bang. When I spoke to a Brighton fan, we did our preview, he told me one thing: we like playing it in the air, we're happy to play it in the air. So what do? Swinging crosses. What do? Bang, free header for their first goal, fantastic. Second goal, fantastic goal, great finish, well done. But do you know why he got that goal? Because he fucking shot. He took a shot. We've got players lining up outside our box. At one point, Fonte was 25 yards out from the goal with a fucking ball at his feet. You know, shoot, fucking shoot. Hernandez has made a career on feeding off scraps and turning them into goals. A deflection goes, loops him to the air, into the 18-yard area. He brings it down, bang, it's goal. But we're not. We're passing. We're trying to pass the ball into the fucking net. Can't even do that. You know, no penalty team's gonna let you do it. The third goal penalty, well, fuck it. I think people fucking gave up by then anyway, but you know, Brighton deserved it. They were by far the better team. In fact, they were actually the only fucking team. We didn't even fucking turn up tonight. You know, I've defended Bilic the whole time he's been here. Defended Bilic, but the first time we're gonna say he's got to go. You know, I feel sorry. He's got the characteristics. We ain't got the ability, but characteristics ain't going to win you points. Ability does, and it's time for Slav to go. But I don't think he will. The board are happy to write the season off, and to save a couple of million quid, they're happy to write the season off. And this is what it's going to be like until the end of the season. Is this what it's going to be? Is this actually what the board are happy for it to be like till the end of the season? Of course, they're going to go, no, we want better football, but apart from 5 minutes against Burnley, I'm struggling to see where the better football's coming. I mean, that was our first 11 out there tonight, arguably. Some people would change one or two people, you know, people prefer Creswell or Noble or whatever, that's fine. But arguably that was our first 11, arguably. Anyway, I'm gonna go. That's my rant over. You haven't already seen Gonzo's review that he was doing. It'll be on after this video, it'll be on, so click on that and have a read on it. I was going to say we've got a signed Lanzini competition going on, but I don't think you fucking want to enter that right now. I've got a sore head as well, actually. I need a fucking chip shop, to be honest. But, right, I'm up to Aberdeen. Subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll be back doing a preview for the Spurs game where hopefully at least 8 of the bastards are ready to get dropped to make a fucking point, but unlikely. Anyway, that's it for me. Thank you for listening. Catch you later.